I see that it's an opportunity to sum up this actually very beautiful webinar with a very positive note actually. The positive note in a sense actually the persons like Professor Sudha Bhattacharya, who have been working and propagating the area with a very determination, and there is now a upswing actually. So she started with a very beautiful examples which are dating back to nearly 70-80 years actually, when the people could foresee something and prevent something. The same examples were highlighted again by Dr. Meenakshi Bhatt. The beauty is that there is improvement, there is a change actually. Some of the things which I highlighted got an echo from Dr. Krishnayala. They are in terms of the positive developments and at the same time the negative part also, that is something still more needs to be done. The point where we reach today, I think the common point is that there is a gap, there is a big gap. The gap is in the knowledge in terms of numbers. Gap is in the terms of the diagnostics to be make available, and in that the technologies like Feluda which Sobik presented, they bring a lot of fresh air actually. That means they bring opportunity to deal with maybe a variety of genetic disorders. But then at the same time, it is the issue of indigenization of the diets, indigenization of the something which is very easy to do, making that commercially possible. And finally, but Dr. Krishnayala gave a very nice positive part actually, that the gene therapy area, though is moving very fast, it has got revived in several countries in China, USA, in Europe. We are still to wake up. And maybe I highlighted only that this is a lack of regulatory support is responsible. But perhaps after listening to him, it appears you need to do something more. Even if the gene therapy guidelines they come in 1 or 2 years from now, if we push hard, because the scientific fraternity has been successful in pushing for the agenda. The changes in the Act, Drug and Cosmetic Act, came due to the intense deliberations in which the DCGI was invited. He got the direct sense in 15 and 16, and that led to the changes. The same, the policy for the policy from the Health Ministry, again, it was driven by the science community. Again, I think we can take a lot of credit for the deliberations held at the science academies, ICMR and those groups. But then the question is a gap of reaching to the people. Still the services being made available to the people are, even for the where there's something is available, is negligible actually. So it's a time to scale up. But at the same time, it's a time to push for technologies for which the capacity exists, like people like Dr. Krishnayala, and he said very rightly pointed one thing, that this is the vector, the vaccine industry, the people who are producing vaccine using the genetic engineering methods, they're in a very beautiful position to create the tools for the gene therapy also, because the knowledge has started pouring in. So I think this seminar has been a way forward of what even we hear in the last Goa, almost organized by INSA. This is certainly represents this 10-11 months later we talk so many positive things, but the results have yet to reach the people actually. We are moved. Legislative things are there, the funding support is there, the industry is there, but it's still to pick up, and especially to pick up in areas like the gene therapy, which I think are very important from the perspective of the permanent cure, and for which the India has the capacity. But we have not waken up due to the factors, I think some known, some unknown. So I think these deliberations and more deliberations, maybe by this academy, maybe the academies together, can make a difference. I thank Professor Sudha Bhattacharya for giving me the opportunity to talk in the beginning and also to talk in the end. But you see, the most of the input should come from the listeners, who will be very enlightened fellows or the other scientists, youngsters, who would have listened to many points raised by us, but our points may not be true, may not be applicable, or may be applicable. Make what sense of that? I think that will be the success of the webinar. We will try our best, but I think this is the best time to pass the mantle to the other people who can create more nuclei. Best wishes. Thank you very much.